We appreciate your interest in our work. This video will introduce you to our initial process model of quantum commitments. The model begins with the different reasons for quantum commitments identified in our study. More information on each of these reasons is presented in the article and summarized in Table 1. For any of these reasons, alone or in combination, a quantum commitment can result. As explained in the article, a quantum commitment is a consequential commitment bond that the individual no longer has. The outcomes of a quantum commitment are many, can be positive or negative, are important for the individual and organizations, and within organizations can manifest at multiple levels. The varied outcomes listed here are discussed in the paper, and this is not intended to be an exhaustive list. We suspect these two relationships are influenced by a number of contingencies. Indeed, the reasons for quantum commitment have the potential to affect the strength and direction of the relationship between a quantum commitment and its various outcomes. Another set of contingencies are key characteristics of a given quantum commitment. These characteristics, in part, depend on the identified reasons for quantum commitments and include the salience and valence of the quantum commitment and the time since the quantum commitment occurred. We propose that these characteristics play a role in determining the expected outcomes of a quantum commitment. For example, the more salient the quantum commitment, the more likely the various outcomes. Further, valence will impact the direction and strength of the relationship between a quantum commitment and its outcomes. For instance, a quantum commitment resulting from the successful completion of a goal would likely result in positive feelings and enhanced self-efficacy, whereas the ending of that goal commitment due to a goal failure would likely have the opposite outcomes. Whether and the rate at which a quantum commitment is replaced with new commitments will similarly influence the types and intensity of the quantum commitment outcomes. We also propose that characteristics of the prior commitment will affect the relationship between the quantum commitment and its outcomes. For example, a prior interpersonal commitment, say to a friend or colleague, may result in different outcomes than a prior commitment to a work-related goal. Those same characteristics of the prior commitment may also affect the relationship between the reasons and the resulting quantum commitment. Similarly, how the quantum commitment unfolds will likely moderate both the effects of reasons on the occurrence of the quantum commitment and the relationship between the quantum commitment and its outcomes. For example, if a commitment ends in an expected time frame within the control of the individual, it will lead to very different thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, and with a different intensity, than if the commitment terminated unexpectedly and due to reasons outside of the individual's control. So, that is our initial process model of quantum commitments, and the dozens of hypotheses it implies. We are interested in hearing your thoughts on quantum commitments and this initial process model. You can submit a commentary by clicking the Submit Comment button adjacent to our published article online at the Academy of Management Discovery's website.